Hi everyone! Today we're diving into one of the most powerful skills you can ever master learning how to learn. What if I told you that learning isn't just about memorizing facts from a book? It's about understanding yourself, how your brain works, and using strategies that make learning faster, easier, and more fun. Think about it. From the moment we were born, we had to learn just to survive how to cry for food, how to walk, how to speak. Even that teenager who says, I hate studying, has been learning all their life. Effective learning means learning in a way that sticks. It's not about cramming the night before a test and forgetting it all after. It's about understanding big ideas, remembering them long term, applying them in different situations, and adapting them when you face new challenges. For example, think about learning how to ride a bike. You don't just memorize instructions, you understand the balance, retain it through practice, apply it in traffic, and maybe even adapt it when riding a mountain bike. How do you learn best? Well, there is a test. We all learn differently. Some of us need to see things, visual learners. Some of us need to hear explanations, auditory. And some prefer reading and writing, while others learn by doing, the kinesthetic ones. We will share a link with the VARC test with you so you can find your own style. But here's the secret real learning happens when you mix styles. Watch a video, take notes, talk it out with a friend, then try it yourself. That's when it sticks. So, the visual learners, how they learn best is through videos, flashcards with pictures, bright and colorful images, maps, charts, graphs, anything that is appealing to the eye. The auditory learners, they prefer to hear things. So for them, what works is songs, poems, riddles, role plays, any type of discussion or debate. They're the people that like audiobooks and debates, listening activities. The read and write learners, they always prefer to take notes. They like exploring case studies. They like writing stories. They like literature. The kinesthetic ones are the ones that cannot stay still. So for them, what really works is charades, songs with gestures or dance, some form of physical tasks, games where you have to act things out or role play things out. Take the test and see what is your preferred style. But keep in mind that these are not strengths or weaknesses. You're not expected to improve on a weakness if you have a low score on read and write. It's your preferred style of learning, and being aware of it would help you make your learning more effective. So let's see what are the key elements of effective learning. They include understanding. Get the concept, not just the words. Retention, to make it stay in your hand for the long run. Transferability, use what you learned in a new context. Application, solve real problems with it. Adaptability, change your approach when needed. Here's one example. Let's say you learn English vocabulary. Understanding is knowing what the words mean. Retention is remembering them a week later. Transferability, using them in a job interview. Application, writing an email. Adaptability, switching to a new learning method when flashcards stop working for you. Now let's discuss a bit. Why is learning important? And especially effective learning. It gives us empowerment. It gives you tools to face life. It enhances critical thinking, supports career success, innovation, resilience, and personal growth. It contributes to society. Think about it. Think of your favorite app, for example. Someone had to learn design, coding, teamwork, and marketing. And that learning didn't just help them, it created something useful for millions of people. Now, let's talk a little bit about metacognitive strategies. Metacognition means thinking about your own thinking. Sounds weird, doesn't it? It's like being the coach of your brain. Some metacognitive strategies you can use are listed here. Goal setting. Break big learning tasks into small goals. Planning. Make a timeline for studying. Monitoring. Test yourself. Check if you really understand. Reflection. Ask yourself what worked, what didn't. Time management. Try the Pomodoro technique 25 minutes focus, 5 minutes break. Mnemonics make funny rhymes to remember stuff. Visualization draw diagrams for complex ideas. Seek feedback from others and transfer the knowledge to other areas. Let's explore an example. A student preparing for an exam might set a goal to study 2 topics a day, use a mind map to organize the info, test themselves with flashcards, and reflect after. I remembered history days better when I used a timeline. This is metacognitive strategies in practice. Metacognition is vital for you to thrive in college, in your career, and in lifelong learning. It helps promote autonomy and resilience. If you want to grow into a successful problem solver and critical thinker, start by developing your metacognition. How the metacognition cycle works. First, you assess the task, evaluate strengths and weaknesses, plan the approach, apply the strategies that you selected, reflect on what happened, reflect on the learning, and start over. The growth and the fixed mindset is the next topic that we wanted to explore with you. Carol Dweck is a psychologist who discovered 2 ways people think about their abilities. The fixed mindset, I'm just not good at math, period. And the growth mindset, I'm not good at math yet, but I can get better with effort. Listen to your inner voice. Does it say I always fail? Or I can learn from this mistake? The magic word here is yet. Instead of I can do this, say I can do this yet. That tiny word changes everything. Now let's do some practical examples together. The fixed mindset voice says, I'm just not good at math, I'll never get it. And the growth mindset voice might say, I don't understand this yet, but I can try a new strategy or ask for help. The fixed mindset would say, I keep forgetting words, I'll never speak this language. While the growth mindset would say, it's normal to forget at first. If I repeat, use flashcards, and practice with a friend, I will improve. The fixed mindset might say, what's the point? I always fail on tests anyway. And the growth mindset would say, okay, I didn't plan well this time, but I can still review key topics tonight. And next time I will use better time management. To sum it up, here are some activities to promote a growth mindset. Think of your thinking as a voice. Your mindset shows up in the way you talk to yourself. If you often hear, you can't do this, or you'll fail, that's your fixed mindset trying to hold you back. Choose growth. The good news is you can choose how to see challenges. A growth mindset says, this is tough, but I can learn and improve. Don't be afraid to contradict yourself. When the negative voice says you fail, answer back with a growth mindset. Tell yourself, failure is just part of success. Even great people failed first. Action. It's not enough to just think differently. Prove it with action. Practice, try, and keep going until you grow. Add this 3 letter word, yet. If you say, I can do this, yet, it changes everything. Yet means you're still learning and growth takes time. Thank you for your attention and see you in our last topic, my authentic self.